Okay, I am back, and let me see where we're at right now. Videos. Okay, vlog. Oh, that's just right now. Okay. So our last update was update 40, so this would be 41. Alright, so now I'm going to attempt to get into just a little bit of making a little bit of a demo. It's not going to do much. Really, I just want to get the physics thing. So I'm just going to essentially object selected, navigate to the physics tab, press rigid body button, set desired shape representing the collision panel, the object in the collision panel. Alright, so let's try something here. And I hardly know what I'm doing, but we'll see. Just figured I needed to start and get something up and running here. And here we go. So let's go to camera view first. Alright. I wonder if I should just not worry about that. Let's do that so I can get an idea here. How do I get the camera to point at an object? I mean, I know that let's see. Snap parent. I don't necessarily need to parent exactly. Okay, let's not worry about that. I guess I won't worry about that. Let's see. Actually, let's just look it up, right? Because I'm trying to learn this. How do I get a camera to point to an object in Blender? Let's see what we come up with here. Let's see. Camera setting allows us to point an object. Blender doesn't have a point at option. Instead, we can use a constraint to use the same principle. Select the camera you'd like to point at something. Next to the properties panel, select the little chain icon. Select add object constraint. Dampen track. Rename your constraint. Choose an object. Notice the camera may be facing away from the object, otherwise in a different direction, no problem. Pick the one that rectifies the point at direction, you're good to go. Target cube. You can arrow the vertex group down. Okay, so this was obviously in before 2.8, but I could probably figure it out. But does that mean that it's going to always point there, or does it just mean, because I just want to point it. Okay, so let's look up another deal here. I want to follow it. Quickest and easiest way to point the camera. Area of my scene and get an idea of how it look and render. What's the most painless, hassle-free way to do this? Point your camera, do you mean orient the camera to look directly at the objects without translation, or is translation acceptable? The quickest way to do this is find a good position in the 3D viewport by navigating as normal with the mouse. select the camera and use Control Numpad 0, or from the 3D view header, align active camera to view. To position, point the camera at the direction you are facing in the viewport. Point it towards an object, you can select the camera, track to, constrain it, choose the object target field, -Z in the to field and the Y in the up field. Camera will now always point at the object no matter where the camera or the object is moved to. This way isn't very efficient, however it's much better to point the camera towards an empty and then position the empty wherever the point of interest lies. Huh. Interesting. We've got camera, cube, and light. Light's up there. Cube is here. Camera's here. What's that? Cursor. Okay. So, what if add? What do we got in the add here? Oh, mesh. Curve, surface, metaball, text, grease pencil, armature, lattice, empty. There's an empty. Empty. Add an empty object to the scene plane axis. Arrows. Single arrow. I see. It's just basically looks like if it's an empty, it's just representing the thing, right? So basically I just wanted to rotate the camera around this. Well, I wanted to position the camera around to one of the sides here, dead on. Let's go to camera view again. That's just zooming in and out. Okay. So let's toggle that off. Let's see something here. Let's click move. This doesn't really help me either because the camera is pointed a certain way, and what if I want to like drag it along? I'm gonna have to learn more about Blender, I think. Why don't I just do this the easiest way that I think I know how to do it? Actually, let's look at the camera location here. Rotation scale 63, 46. X, Y, and Z. Let me see something here. What if I just what if I say that is if I say that's 6, what happens? 6 goes up. Okay. So positive goes up. Negative probably is back, and X. Let's make that a 9. Now let's look at the camera view. Just interesting. So what if I just I'm thinking I'm zooming out here by adding numbers here. So let's see what we got over here. I don't have my glasses on, so that's why I'm partly out of the webcam screen. And we're going to put this, we're going to make this, let's make this, let's see, 9 plus 3 is 15, 9 plus 3 is 12, 9 plus 6 is 15, so 15, we're going to add 6, so 8 plus 6 is 14, so that's negative 14, 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay, so let's look at the camera again. There we go. And now I can actually, it's still pointed correctly, but now I want to drop it. So let's actually drop this back down by, let's say, let's drop down to 8 now. Let's go back up to 10. That looks about right to me. Okay, so that is fine for what I'm wanting to do right now. Camera's up there, that's okay. I suppose alternatively I could have scaled the cube down. Let's do something else here. Let's do new. General. Okay. And let's actually just take the cube and let's actually just scale it down. Okay, let's scale it. I don't know, let's scale it to about, let's scale it to 0.5. Whoop. 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. Let's see how that looks in the camera. That's good. That'll work. And my time is about up for this video. So let's just go ahead and save this really quickly. Save. Now, let's make a new folder and let's call it what are we on? It's not really an adventure, but adventure game test, and we'll label it 00001. That as a folder, and then let's call it adventure game test 00001, and save as a Blender file, and I will see you next time.